I'm gonna show you how to make a simple, delicious banana nut bread for the fall. Let's go. Banana nut bread's good if you don't want something too sweet and sugary like cake or something just really sugary. You want a little something, but you just don't want it to be too sugary, and you'd like to add some fruit in there so it's healthy. So this is a great recipe for that. All right, so the first thing I do is put the eggs in, because I always beat the eggs up first. And what I like to use to beat them up is this little thingamajiggy. It's awesome, because you just go in a circle. And I don't know, I like it because whisks are kind of boring looking. This thing is interesting, and it works really good. All right, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna mix that in. Get it all mixed in good in the egg. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Mix it in a little. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bananas in here too. I like to put all the wet ingredients. 2 1/4 cups of mashed bananas. All right, mix that up a little. 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1 stick. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Yum, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon's delicious. All right, and then we're gonna do a little 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Do that. 2 cups of flour. I like to use organic flour if I can swing it. If I have it, I can swing it when I'm buying, I'm shopping, I'll get it. All right, so now I'm gonna mix this up. Mix, 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 it's your workout. Yum, I can smell the bananas. I don't know why, banana bread's just good. You can have it in the evening with a cup of tea. You can just have it in the morning with a cup of coffee. It is so good. If somebody's not feeling well, your friend or your neighbor or your family member, if you make them a loaf of homemade banana bread and you bring it over to them, they would like that so much. Okay, so next we're gonna put 3/4 cup of nuts. Which, when it comes to the fattening nuts, less is probably more. But I just kind of wing it. I don't like to break them too small, because when I'm eating the bite, I just like to get a big bite of nuts. So I'm going to put the nuts in there last. I'm going to stir it up a little bit, just a little bit. Now I'm going to pour it all into 1 9-inch buttered loaf pan, because you don't want it to stick. That's like a pain in the butt when you're go through all this work, you make it, and then you get it out and you're just like, it won't come out. All right, so now I buttered the loaf pan, and I'm gonna pour it in here. And I have to say, I think the nuts are heavy and they all sink right to the bottom. Okay, it's ready. I'm gonna put it in the oven now. I have the oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna put it in there, and then I'm gonna bake it for 65 minutes. Here it is, look at that, a nice little banana nut loaf. All it needs is a little cup of coffee or a cup of tea on the side, and you're all set. Enjoy. Please click the like button, it really does help me a lot. I wanna see if we can get to 5,000 likes. A big thank you to all my Patreon supporters. I love you so much. To all of you. I couldn't do it without you.